Now I know that this life that I live ain't right. Drinking so much till I blur my sight. Switch from a vegan and back to the life of a man that is still yet to earn his stripes. In a world where it's all about the money and material things. The rich living now instead of fit for kings. Man, when I
Alright, Gelball people. In this video we're going to have a look at the TM spec 1911 type setups. So this is the WeTech, but they're all bloody TM based. So I'm just going to show you guys. There really isn't much to it. It's still single action. Just some stuff with your hammer group and just all my little points that I like to. So when I first got this, the only thing I did to it was on the, if you can see on the blowback housing. So I used really fine grit sandpaper, like 1200, and just out of the box. Like I already know there's a couple points on the blowback that will cause like actual damage as opposed to slight wear. So out of the box, all I did was a little bit of filing. A little bit of sanding on these points to make them smoother. And then ran it for a couple of days, took it out for a game at Mango Hill, which is what I do. So I like to run them for a couple of days just so I can get a look at the actual wear points on the device. So on the frame itself, all I've done, I have no concept of like spatial, where my hands are, what you can see on camera. Is just any of those edges that could grab it. If you take too much of them off with like a Dremel or file, your slide is going to get all loosey-goosey, which you don't want. So just fine grit sandpaper, make it all smooth. And the same, so the other thing I noticed was I had a bit of wear on the outer. So WeTech have really stepped up their game. I'll be chucking up a video of the P99 when they start hitting, when the stores start getting them. But same deal, just a really nice aluminium slide and a decent frame. Like, the only thing I can complain about on it is the hammer group, but for a mid-priced device, with a little bit of work, they can be really awesome. So out of the box, as a or getting it working as a gel blaster, it's doing 330, 340, but that is also due to using the Type War barrels and stuff. So I did notice I was getting a little bit of wear there. So one of the main things I focused on with that sandpaper was these guys in here on this edge that you can see was rubbing on him. So yeah, back to my the thing I don't like about it is it's still just a generic quality sear and hammer. The actual hammer bar feels pretty solid, so that's alright. But if you don't smooth these guys out, so all I've done, I haven't taken any material off the like lengthwise or off the inside of any of our cogs. So if you take any material, I can't even, there we go, if you can see. If you take any material off that, you're gonna shorten that and make this guy stick up more, which you really don't want. So definitely out of the box with these, you want to smooth that out just so you don't get yucky, gunky shit in there, which is going to force it to wear out a bunch more. So apart from making our frame and slide nice and smooth. There really isn't much to it, so I'm gonna do a assembly with you guys. So if you've this will be a reassembly. There's a million 1911 pull apart, so if you've pulled all your shit apart and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, here we go. We're gonna do a reassembly together with this. Alright. So I'll start off with a little bit of grease. This is the trickiest part, getting this guy back in. Just because you gotta like angle him. So I use, yeah, already talked about that. Don't care. Get that grease. Bee stick weather grease. Bee stick. Super, super light coating. Yeah, get in there. Alright. Just on everything. Yeah, I have to say, even, so the wells were not the best quality, but even after having a play around with a nicer quality one, 1911s are not my jam. I'm a Beretta fanboy. So I got rid of the Armor Works. I had an Armor Works M9, but I didn't do a strip down video on that one. Alright, what do we got next? This little guy. So my recommendations, so with any of these 1911s, it's just particularly that well. So what are they called? Command Elite and M4A1. They are getting some new high cappers, 1911s, and Berettas coming in. I have no idea when. Harass them on Facebook for that information if you want to find out more. That should be much nicer frames to work with. So this is the main bit that annoys me, is if this is shit, doesn't matter what you do with any of this is still going to fall apart eventually. So you pretty much, if that's crap, you're going to have to basically build a gun anyway. So you might as well just build one from the start. So our sear sits in like that. Good lad. Yeah, so CH and M4A1 will have some nicer ones coming in that you can work with, but my recommendation with any of them, including these WeTechs, would be longevity wise, you want to get a nice hammer and you want to get a nice sear. Everything else you can work with and make smooth and get a fair bit of life out of, but these guys have a wee bit of tension on them through cycling. Alright. No, we'll do him last. Grease this little dude up. You really don't need much grease. Same with AEGs. Although I don't really use the I don't use this moly grease on AEGs. Correct. Feel free to argue that point. Lots of people disagree with that. But I think metal on metal application in gas blowback, as long as it's not near seals and pistons and stuff, it's sweet. Especially with like metal lowers and metal slides. Alright, so you can chill there. Yeah, this little dude. So this will sort of vary between models, I guess, with this bit. Ah. Although I've seen some older WEs that had a sort of different valve knocker, and the wells, they all, yeah, they have their own thing, but they all work in the same way. So if yours is not exactly the same as this, don't stress. Let's grease all up in here. Let's get the good stuff. It's already taken him apart and Loctited, but we'll get some grease in there. Running out of grease. Get him up there. That can go on the blooper reel. But you can see this is because, again, this comprises part of your frame that comes into contact with the slide, so I've smoothed out his edges as well. Alright, so your valve knocker. I'm so unco with this. Well, I can like do it myself, but then trying to show it to the camera and be coordinated enough for you guys to see. Fuck. Alright. Get in there, come. Okay, alright. So you want him to chill in there like that. I actually don't even know if you guys can see that. So your spring will look like so. If it'll focus, you want this big curving end to loop under your valve knocker, like so. God damn, this is so unco. Nope, hang on, I'll show you in a sec. Wait, we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay. So he's gonna sit like that, and then we're gonna bend that over the other side of that. And you can check if it works. It should lock. And then release when you push that. Ta-da! Alright. Little teeny bit more grease just for good luck. Alright. No, that's messy. Okay. Oh, and the other thing I'll show you guys is the this. So I had two. I'm using the barrel out of the Well 1911 because my custom 7.1 barrels are a wee bit too short. But I have more coming soon. So this is my in the meantime barrel, but I had dramas with that spacer on it fitting in this outer properly. So I had to take him down. Anyway, back to our assembly. So we've got this guy. Totally forgot to grease him up. Get him in there. Get him in there, he's good. Some on spring. Yeah. Alright. This is my not liked bit. It does require a little bit of jiggling. But I don't know. Look, I'm gonna do this like here, so I don't fuck it like that. Blooper reel. She's good. If you guys can see how I'm doing this, then fuck yeah. Alright, hang on. Okay. Good now. I'm not good at this bit. Alright. Alright, for the motherland. Get in there. There we go. That's what I want. Now I have to clip him in. There we go. Alright, that's where we want it. So it is a little bit jiggly. You sort of have to get it over, and then you'll have a little bit of the lip up and jiggle it in. That bit is always finicky, but just make sure your shit works afterwards before you screw it together. Like so. So all our knockers are cool there. Alright, so before I do anything, I'm gonna screw this housing together with a little bit of Loctite. Come out. Whoop, too much. Okay, that should do us. A little bit of Loctite. And then we'll tighten him up. Okay. Nice and tight without stripping anything. That's good. So the reason I was trying to sort of set it with that up is because this bit's annoying. Choo choo choo. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys an issue. That is something I should have shown you. So this thing was really good. This thing is sweet out of the box, but this thing, remember, is like quadruple the price wholesale of those wells. I've seen shit tons of those wells autoing, just full autoing and dramas with not resetting properly and just what look like trigger issues, but they're actually your sear, whatever, sear, piece, fucking whatever the fuck it is. So this actually controls the tensions between all of these. A bar, yeah, hammer, which gets his from the bottom spring. But this little guy here, is controlled by this spring here. So that's a nice, if you've got too much tension on them, shit'll also fuck up. But what I noticed on the wells when you pull them apart is this spring on your sear, it sits like this. So with that curve down, on the ones that were fucking up, so I've only seen 2 of them, that was really straight. So just bending it slightly actually fixed that problem. Alright, back to our assembly. You gotta sit on your correct point. So that is how you want it to sit when it's in there. These 2 points. Doo-doo-doo. Then our little retainer, hammer spring retainer. So this is under a lot more tension now because that's down, which is really annoying. Super annoying. That, get in your hole. There we go. Okay. So we put our little log in. Dun, dun, dun. Now we can check our function. So half lock. Does our safety work? Yep. Okay. Dun dun. Now the other thing is our little blocker thingo on the side. So these are really, really bad quality on the wells. So put him in. We'll put our little detents back in. I need my little pliers for that, I think. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that'll do. So someone should like comment, oh you motherfucker, for that exact reason. Someone should comment in the links, like, oh sorry, someone should comment in the comments like a link where I can get these little detents from, because I need them for reasons. I'm not going to admit that I lose them all the time. Yeah, try and be gentle with these guys so they don't flick off into the abyss. Yeah, well, these ones are actually kind of nice quality. If they're shit, they're just very easy to rip apart when you do your disassembly. Don't be a cunt. Why are you being a cunt? Why are you like this? Get in your hole. Yes, I know there's a proper little fucking tool, but yeah, you try getting that tool into these little spots. Fuck you. Don't judge me. Alright. Get our detents in without fucking them up. Yeah. Go, Danny. Okay. That's our thingo. We need a safety. So we've got a little spring doohickey that goes in here on both sides that we don't really want to lose. I think what we want. I forget. Wrong way. I actually legitimately have forgotten which way this. I think you went that way. I don't know, we'll find out. I'm fairly certain this one went on that side. Get out of there, you piece of shit. Nah, I don't think that was correct. Hang on. You went there. No? You goddamn little pussy. Get in there. I hope I didn't put our D10 thing in the wrong way. I don't think I did. But I am very stupid and do dumb shit. So very well may have. But he appears to fit. Nah, that does not go in there. Okay, no, that is correct. Alright. We good. We good in the hood. I am just dumb? Yeah. I still think that may be the wrong way around. No, she's good. Okay, anyway, back on track. So we've got this little thing assembled. As you can see, this is an exceptionally difficult part because you have to remember which way these two go around. But, like that. So now our safety can go in to hold our thing in, which I'm really lucky didn't pop out just then, which is really good. Oh, you piece of shit. Okay, other way. Gas safety, actually. Whoop. And there he goes. That might help. There we go. That's a safety that works. Now we can do our... Oh, actually, I should probably put my inner barrel stopper back on. That might help. Stop them doing that. So there is a mod. There is a mod that I've seen, which the dude's video was absolutely beautiful. Like, just perfection, machining wise, of turning this into a fixed setup, fixing these together, but it requires getting the cycling positioning perfect on your frame and shimming it to your side. That is way too much effort for me. Not to that honestly, that video was fucking beautiful. Give me a screwdriver. Oh, screw me. Okay, so we've got a lower. We might want some grips. Grips are good. Grips help. So, I don't know if this is just the one, because I've only played with WeTech and the shitty wells, but it's always the big screws at the top and then the little screws at the bottom. Flathead. By the way, hopefully I've got most of this on focus. My holder like blocks half of the screen, so I pretty much have no idea what's going on. Get in your hole. There you go. Nice and tight. Whip. All right. Okay, function check. Well, it's all sweet. Let's put him over here. And we're going to reassemble our slide. Oh, he's going to sit there nice for me. So, with these, this is where I don't like to really mix greases and stuff. I don't like, so metal on metal's good for the molly stuff, but I use this thicker silicone paste. for anywhere where there's, ooh, that's way too much. For anywhere where there's like plastic on metal, or plastic on plastic, and oh, get out of there, you dirty big hair. Get off. Yeah, metal on plastic, plastic on plastic and stuff gets different grades of silicone oil, like different weights of silicone oil, and usually like a thicker paste to sort of finish it all off, because it's good. Get all that in there, nice and lubey. So look at our seal. Oh, that's good. And that is a stock piston head, stock WE piston head. That's airtight. It tastes like a good air seal. Yeah, random. I always try and go sort of, because I run map gas. Primarily, I sort of go for stronger nozzle housing springs, but yeah, this one seems alright. So the other thing I did notice, I don't know if this is def's not TM spec, is that the lock-in screw, it's got like a little, almost like cocker, I don't know, do the real 1911 have something similar that sits in the back of the housing, like a little springy boy? I don't know. That definitely doesn't look TM spec, so to lock that housing into this frame, I think you'd have to use the stock blowback housing, which honestly seems fine, man, and they're rated for CO2, but I think you'd have to replace the slide if you wanted to replace this, because they seem to have a, yeah, that's disappointing. But other than that, it's cool. Alright, let's have a look. Put this guy back where he belongs. Oh, you piece of shit. Get out of it. Get in your hole. Alright. Make sure. Whoop. Yeah. Oh! Come back, Mr. Spring. This is what I'm not happy about with this nozzle spring, but I can't really do anything about it at the moment until I get parts in. It just really doesn't seem strong enough. Like, I don't like that. Anyway, continue with our reassembly. I do like pointless, cool little mechanical stuff like that, like the decocker on the P99. Or sorry, the like little cocked decocked mechanism on it is really cool like that as well. It's just stupid, pointless engineering. As long as it doesn't affect functionality, I'm all down with that. Okay, so we've got our barrel and an outer. Whee! Let's slide in. Nope. MP some. That one in. So I'm not too, I don't know if I like this or not. Like, it just sits there. Doesn't latch onto anything, so it is held in by the frame when it's like assembled, obviously, but I would prefer something keeping that steady. Something on the wells have that. Yeah, I don't know. Wow! There we go. Might be better, might be worse. Doesn't seem to affect functionality, or I haven't noticed any difference, but I would prefer something holding this guy in. Okay, and I'm an idiot, so before we do anything with that, let's just lather some more stuff on there. I need some more molly grease. is we're going to do our slide, because I'm an idiot. Because again, metal on metal, metal lower, metal slide, that's too much. I'm just going to paint it all around in here. I'm going to put it through our grooves. So on the Glocks and stuff with like polymer frames, I would use the thicker silicon paste for slides, like I do on the P99. But this is metal on metal, so we'll go the moly. Nice. Yeah, getting there, boy. Because I get too excited and I just wanted to put it together on fire. We get heaps of metal movement in here, so give them a little bit of a coating. I feel very artsy crafty when I'm doing this. Oh yeah, let's get some in your little holy hole there. Why not? Okay, now we can do our assembly. Now I'm not rushing. Barrel. Outer little inner locky piece thingo. Recoil spring and guide. Oh, bump the camera, check. Slide lock pin. Stop wobbling, can't. There we go. Slide lock pin. So now we can give him a test fire. There we go. There's one service tuned and reassembled 1911. Peace out, hombres. Also, before you go, just one final piece. If you could like and subscribe and share, it makes me really happy inside, because I really don't do much other than sit at home and build toy guns for pretend army men. So I need like heaps of social media, online stuff, presence. Yeah! Alright, see you guys.
Every day it's the same old shit. Stay so hot like I smoke 2 splits. Stay so woke on my third eye shit. Just a soul who don't know how to quit, right? Every day it's the same old shit. Stay so hot like I smoke 2 splits.